All right, so we're sitting here at Viejo's. You and your brother run this restaurant here in Bastrop, Texas, just outside of Austin. What was the initial concept for the restaurant?
The concept for the restaurant, fresh Mex cuisine, cocktails as well. Fresh fruit cocktails, mainly tequila. Probably 90% of our cocktail menu is tequila based. We do have a few really good mojitos on there and some vodka drinks. Just something different for the town. I mean, drink some really good cocktails, listen to some good live music.
Okay, so you and your brother had both spent time in the restaurant industry working for other people. How did you make the decision we need to open up our own establishment? And how did you land in a small town just outside of Austin to do so?
When we were in the industry, if we weren't working, we were talking about our place, like our place is gonna have this and our place is gonna have that. I mean, it was always kind of a dream, but when it actually did come, we're like, all right, now we gotta actually, put our money where our mouth is pretty much. And Austin, of course, we were living there and we decided to look in a small town in the Austin area. We didn't want to open right in Austin to begin with.
Have you had to adapt the business model or the concept at all to adapt to the community, or have they been kind of embracing your initial concept?
There's been quite a bit of embracing, but also quite a bit of adapting on our side. There's things that we didn't have on the menu that we now have on the menu because it was in high demand. There's certain tacos that we've put a Tex-Mex feel around because Tex-Mex is super popular around here. So we started off really on a kind of a craft note, and we slowly kept that craft note, of course, but slowly kind of adapted into more of something that appeals to everybody around here.
I'm sure that's one of the reasons you're so successful, because as a business owner, you want to have that vision and that initial kind of brand concept, but you have to adapt to what your customers want too. When you're in this environment, there's a great brand experience. So how do you continue to maintain that?
A lot of promotion, of course, one, and a lot of education to the town, to the clientele around here. There's a lot of people that they think tequila and they think like two brands, and of course I'm not going to get into what brands, but they think very mainstream. We get them in here and it's like, you know what, instead of trying that, or instead of just turning straight to that product, why don't you try this, something you've never heard of before.
Yeah.
That's kind of one thing. We have regulars that come in that literally every time they come in they try something different. Yeah.
One of the great things about a small business though is you just use the term regulars. Like, you have people that are coming in and you can yourself probably remember what they've tried before, and you can recommend something else. You don't always get that in these larger national restaurant chains where employees just kind of punch a clock. You really care about this community and about these customers.
Yeah, since day one, really, they've had our back, and then once they actually got in to try it, once they had our food and our tequilas and our cocktails especially, everyone jumped on board pretty quick.